All eyes in the A-Sun are on this matchup today as the Austin Peay Governors still have hopes of an A-Sun title, take on the Kennesaw State Owls, winners of 3 in a row, and have aspirations as well for earning the conference's first crown. Welcome into Fifth Third Bank Stadium. Thanks for spending your Saturday afternoon with us. Nolan Alexander here with Barkley Miller and Barkley. Both these teams seem to have figured out their identity as the season has gone on. Nolan Alexander here with Barkley Miller, who's back in his old stomping grounds, but unfamiliar territory, Barkley, for both of these teams. Wofford is 0-3 for the first time in 30 years. Kennesaw State is 0-2 for the first time ever.
Yeah, Nolan, it's definitely a weird scenario starting off this early in the season with a must-win for both programs. Both these offenses have definitely stuttered and they've had trouble finding their footing getting going early this season. So very excited to see what they've improved on from last week, and excited to watch this football game.
Kennesaw State will look to find its footing offensively with a new quarterback. Brian Bohannon made the announcement earlier this week that Jonathan Murphy would take over as the starting QB, replacing the consensus All-American Xavier Shepard. And here's a fake punt. There goes the big man through the middle. Carlos Allen trucks over Gerard Barnes, and the Owls pull out a trick play. Third start for Charleston Southern, third-string quarterback coming into this year, and that's intercepted. Kennesaw State with the pick. A chance to take it back. Markeith Montgomery pushed out of bounds, and the new Kennesaw State career interception record holder. Second and goal. Rocket toss to Foster. Scored on this play last week, twice in a row. Touchdown, Isaac Foster in Kennesaw State. Shepard has a wide open man. Yesiah Clemens, the two-back. He's off to the races. Clemens inside the 5 is stripped as he hits the end zone, but it's a touchdown for Kennesaw State. 4 down territory on a 3rd and 5. Here comes the blitz. Shepard throws for Marshall. Miscommunication and an easy interception for Austin Peay. Room to return along the sideline. Here goes Ford, his second pick of the day, and he's tackled by Shepard at the 45. His kick. Tie game. Kylan James, trick play. Barnes is wide open. Pulls it down. Barnes down the sideline into the end zone. The Air Bears strike with trickeration in the fourth quarter. 4th and goal. Here's your ball game.
All comes down to this.
Shepard throws. Foster! Touchdown! Bet you didn't see that one coming. Isaac Foster pulls in the grab on 4th and goal. Here comes the blitz. He's hit. That's going to do it. Joel Parker gives the Owls their first win of the season. Night skies here at Fifth Third Bank Stadium, Saturday night football. Close one here, Kennesaw State and North Alabama, both looking for their first win in the A-Sun. Lion tailback Shunderick Powell came into tonight, the second leading rusher in the nation. He's had a pair of 200-yard rushing performances. You see his season numbers. He had 37 yards in the opening drive for North Alabama. Yeah, 37. Since then, -2, Barkley Miller. Why so?
Man, it's been a great adjustment from this Kennesaw State defense. Coach Verpale noticed that they were really trying to attack the middle of that KSU defense, missing 2 middle linebackers. What does he do? He makes the adjustment. He starts bringing pressure. Whenever you have a young guy in there, you don't want him to think. You don't want him to have to make reads. You want to just send him through a gap, let him make a play with his athleticism instead of having to think. And that has been a great adjustment, and it's held Powell to -2 rushing yards since the first drive.
Brian Bohannon and his Owls have been good here at home. They have won 12 straight ball games. North Alabama looks to break that streak tonight, trying to give Chris Willis that key win that he's been searching for in the transition to Division I. 21 years at UNA, 6th year as a head coach. Cantoro with a big boot to start the second half. We'll see if the Owls bring it out. And KSU does. Binyard looks to the far side at the 15, and he's twisted down. A big hit by UNA on special teams with Hall, and the Lions will trot their defense out here after having a stop and a blocked field goal on the last drive for KSU.
And you got to take your hat off for this Lions defense. They've done a really nice job of bowing their necks and playing tough. It's been hard yards for this Kennesaw State offense. They've been able to get a few, but it's definitely not been big, explosive plays. It's been 5 yards here, 4 yards there, 2 yards, and then they've just had to work their way all the way down the field.
Xavier Shepard off the bench, 14 rushes for 50 yards, 3 of 6 passing for 30 yards. Opens on the option, able to pitch it to Binyard, tries to find the edge, and he's taken down shy of the 25. And look out there, extracurriculars over on the Owls sideline. See a staffer able to hop back up on his feet and a flag on the play.
Personal foul. Illegal block below the waist. Defense, number 1. 15-yard penalty.
And the new rule this year, an illegal block
down.
below the waist outside the tackle box. You cannot go low on offense or defense, and that is called against Kyrie Fields. Here it is. Trying to go against James Dawson. Something you can't do on the perimeter. And for as much as made out this year for how that would affect option teams, you see Brian Bohannon, he wants the call, and he got it. Kennesaw State has seen that all called against the opposition, not against the Owls. It's always been the defense doing plays like that, Barkley.
Kind of crazy. I mean, really. And what he's trying to do there, he's trying to create a pile and not allow Kennesaw State to get more yards, and exactly what the defense just did there. Create a pile and doesn't allow Shepard to get many yards.
Micah Bland starting that pile for UNA. Season-high 7 tackles in this contest last year. Former offensive lineman at Louisville. Initially out of Louisville, 6'1", 317 pounds, has found success on the other side of the football at UNA. No gain at 2nd and 10. Binyard in motion. Into the backfield. Shepard on the option. He keeps. There's an alley. Shepard across midfield. And Xavier Shepard with a first down inside Lion territory to the 41.
And Nolan, that's the first explosive play we've seen so far tonight from this Kennesaw State defense. And generally whenever they say explosive play, that's a play of 20 or more. Nice 20-yard rush there from Xavier Shepard. Really, you got to give it to the offensive line. The left side of that offensive line, Zion Katina doing a nice job of walling them off and giving them some room to make that work.
Makes his first start at tackle since homecoming last year. Here's Josiah Clemens up the middle. Clemens inside the 10, barrels his way inside the 5-yard line. Longest rush of the career for Josiah Clemens, making his first career start tonight. He says, "Feed it to me again."
Yeah, give it to me again is right. Back-to-back explosive plays for this Kennesaw State offense, too. It makes you question if that UNA defense is getting a little worn out. That Kennesaw State offensive line has been on their legs all night. Yeah, they're coming off the halftime break, but it's hard to carry them into the third quarter whenever they've been on you like this.
Nice job by Terrell Paxton, the right guard, and Matt Olson, the center, on that play. Shepard, keeper, blockers ahead. That was easy. Touchdown, KSU. The second of the evening for Xavier Shepard, and the Owls go on top by 10.
And again, I want to highlight what a push from the left side of that Kennesaw State offensive line. Zion Katina moving people. I saw Isaac Foster, the A-back in there, moving linebackers. You're asking a lot of an A-back to go back there and get on a linebacker and make a solid push. But they're tough enough, they're able to do it. And Xavier Shepard, like you said, second touchdown of the night.
Cummins adds to the lead with a PAT, and it's a 17-6 ball game. As Kennesaw State takes it right down the field, 5 plays, 82 yards, 2 minutes and 1 second off the clock. And the Owls start out hot here in the third quarter. Xavier Shepard and a parliament of Owls through a party in the end zone.